From Fred Sarceda's 350-acre farm in Wilder, Idaho, they're turning dirt. This year, they're planting corn and alfalfa. After a dry winter, water will be tight. In fact, Sarceda says the whole year is looking tight on all fronts.
Fuel, that's a whole nother story. You know, these big major oil companies are really putting a burden on every segment of life, whether it's agriculture or your common laborer. It's all tied to not only is the fuel prices high, but they tend to pass that on to your fertilizers, your chemicals, freight on anything you have shipped in.
Sarceda says consumers will feel the pinch this fall when prices across the board will go up. But he says he and the rest of the Idaho farmers can feed the country, and they can fuel them too.
Ethanol, I feel, is going to be an answer. If we can get our ethanol plants up in production, I would really like to see us, we're not dependent on these OPEC countries to furnish us oil, because they sure seem to be in cahoots with the majors.
Idaho farmers prevailed last year over high fertilizer and fuel costs because commodity prices were up. They're hoping for a strong market this fall to keep them in business.
But this year, commodity prices have come out of the box strong. Contracts are good, but in the meantime, fuel, fertilizer, anything else has also increased, so your margins are still going to be about the same.
For the Sarcedas, every day is one thing after another, but Fred attacks the problems and gets rid of them with good cheer.
We were in the process of cultivating, and I noticed we had 3 lug nuts broke off the front tire, so we were down to 3. So we thought we better fix it before the tire falls off, and then I'd have to have someone come out and fix it in the field.
So just another average farmer.
Just another average day. 5 steps forward, 7 backwards.
Okay.
So, but the bright side, diesel's coming down.
The Sarceda farm is a family affair with everyone helping out.
We've got the boss, and we've got Roger Batt, my son-in-law. We've got Reagan Skinner, my granddaughter, and her mother, Tracy Skinner, and her sister, Gail Batt.
Sandy's proud of her daughters, who are equally comfortable in the boardroom or the cornfield.
They can do anything. They can do anything they always have, so we miss them for sure. But it's been great to see them go and do what they're supposed to do in life. They've just blossomed, so that's neat.
The family's competitive at work and play.
Which one's the fastest tube setter?
I am. Oh, look at she's always quiet about this.
My best time was in a lightning storm and no one ever got it. Nobody said go.
All right.
And I thought I won one year, and she lied about her score, and then she ended up winning because I took my time to make sure they were all set right to beat her, and she lied about her score, and she won. You better speak.
I just figured the more beer you drank, the faster it got.
A few weeks later in the season, a heat wave struck the Sarceda farm, and the focus centers on water.
What we worry about is August. You know, July, normally we get a hot streak and then it'll cool off. But now, you know, I'm afraid August is going to be really hot. I don't know where we'll be with our water. Just one day at a time is all we can do.
Fred thinks he may have just enough water with little to spare.
We've probably got 45 to 60 days, depending on the variety. Some of these earlies, you can kind of see the bull rose starting to show, and that's what'll pollinate the 4 inside female rows, and so, but yeah, probably 45 days on the long end. That whole field.
In September, Fred took time away from harvest to participate in the Treasure Valley Ag Tour for legislators. Here, he gets the chance to educate people about farming. The family was recognized during lunch in Homedale.
As you know, Canyon County hosts a lot of wonderful farm families. And there are many, many more deserving people than us. We are deeply humbled by this opportunity to serve Canyon County. Thank you.
Back at the farm, Sandy bales hay as the harvest season nears the end.
It turned out to be a pretty good year, considering the heat we had and with possible shortage of water. We're going to make it through all right, and we'll have a little water left. We're in the process of taking the 4th cutting right now, and we've got about 10 days of irrigation left, but it was really quite a successful year considering how we started out in the spring.
The Sarcedas will take the hand that's dealt them and tackle problems like all farmers, one at a time.
You know, that's one thing we can't outguess is Mother Nature. You know, we try to, but it seems like she can beat us about every time.
And if there's one theme on this farm, it's
get her done and move on.